A woman tells her stepchild to go into the pond so that he may die. A fairy is watching the entire scene. The fairy touches the water, and the child begins to walk on it and comes toward her. The fairy passes by a woman and snatches a burger from her so that the woman follows her. The woman chases after her, jumps over a wall, and reaches the child. She picks up the child, and just then the fairy appears. The woman asks, "Why did you snatch my burger?" The fairy explains that the child's mother wants to kill him. At that moment, the cunning woman arrives and asks how the child was saved. Then the child's father comes as well. The stepmother accuses the good woman of trying to kill her child. The father scolds the good woman, and she leaves. After that, the child and his stepmother are embraced by the father. A few days later, the stepmother takes the child outside. She throws a ball onto the road and leaves the child in front of a car so that he may die. The fairy appears again, shrinks the car, and saves the child. The child starts playing with the tiny car. The good woman arrives there again. The fairy tells her the truth, and she picks up the child. Another quarrel breaks out between the stepmother and the good woman. At that moment, the father appears. Seeing him, the stepmother begins her cunning act again. The child goes with his father back to the stepmother. A few days later, at night, while the father and the stepmother are asleep, the stepmother wakes up and sees that her husband is still sleeping. She picks the child up from the cradle and throws him outside. The fairy appears, wakes the good woman, and points toward the child. The good woman picks him up, holds him in her arms, and wraps him in a blanket. In the morning, when the father wakes up, he finds his child missing. The stepmother again falsely blames the good woman. The father goes to the good woman with the police. He snatches the child from her, and the police arrest the good woman and lock her in jail. Some time passes. The father has to travel away for work, and the cunning stepmother becomes happy. In the jail, the good woman repeatedly pleads with the police that she is innocent. The policemen finally take pity and bring her before their officer. There, they watch the CCTV footage and discover that the good woman is innocent, and it was in fact the stepmother who had been trying to kill the child. Everyone is shocked to see this. Meanwhile, the stepmother is once again preparing to kill the child. The police and the good woman rush to the place. On the other side, the fairy appears before the father and repeatedly signals to him that his child is in danger, but he doesn't understand. On the way, the police still doubt the good woman, but she insists. Finally, they see the stepmother trying to bury the child in the soil. The police and the good woman witness this scene. The police arrest the cunning woman, and the good woman rescues the child. At that moment, the father also arrives and begins shouting at the stepmother. The police take her away. The father thanks the good woman and the fairy from the bottom of his heart for saving his child.